seeing the screens with Wannacry. It was all over the place. And we won't get into details over here. I actually wanted to bring up some news articles for a second. But yeah, let me just get to the fun part. So I will be sharing my screen over here. So you heard about those software vulnerabilities. This was one of them, right? So there was kind of a way for the attackers to get in. What they did is they easily just scanned the entire world and they said, show me any server in the world that is open to the internet with no questions asked, and they're missing this particular update. That's the only thing they did. And when they hit send to that thing, they didn't even expect the impact it's gonna have. So they literally took down, it was, I believe, 1/3 of the world in regards of digital infrastructure. So let me show you exactly what 1/3 of the world has seen in that day. So basically, I will just double click on this, which is the Wannacry ransomware. And as you can see, it's already encrypting the valuable files that I have. It encrypted Michael Bublé. So as you can see, it's a problem. Now, it's actually doing way more right now. So if I show you the task manager, it's actually very, very busy and it's writing on the disk partition. So it's writing this fast and this is how much CPU it's using. And basically, right now, it's making its way through my entire computer and trying to encrypt anything that is found. Now, while it's doing that, let's look at the README message. So they go in a very funny way. Q&A. What's wrong with my files, right? Because we cannot access our files. Oops, your important files are encrypted. It means that you're not able to access them anymore. Like they're so polite when they explain it, right? Let's start decrypting. What do? First, you need to pay $300 dollars worth of Bitcoin. Guys, this is May 2017. Do you know how much money you would have if you would have had these $300 worth of Bitcoin? You would be pretty rich. You would get a new car or something like that. It's a sixth of a Bitcoin, which make the math with today's money. It's crazy. So basically, in 2 minutes, this is what happened. I have a big message saying that my files are encrypted. And I also have this application that is telling me exactly where to send the Bitcoin and everything. And after 7 years, this is still functional. So there are still internet servers across the world that if you by mistake click on links that take you there, you could actually get this. Even now, 7 years after its original push. So this is how it looks to have ransomware. And I really hope that this has satisfied any curiosity you have in regards to this particular type of malware, and that you will never see this. And by the way, they even know that you have closed this and they just open it back up so that you see the time pressure. As Jack said, they play on your emotions. They try to pressure you with, hey, this is how much time you have left. This is when it raises the payment and so on and so forth. So let me check if there are any questions I didn't check. Let me see. Where do I have the Q&A?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Yeah, you guys are just enjoying me getting my computer encrypted. I get it. No problem. Imagine the pain I will need to go when I call IT and tell them I have an encrypted computer. I'm joking. This is just a virtual computer. I can just restart it. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's pretty scary seeing it, which a lot of people on the call today will say, okay, well, we want to make sure that doesn't happen to us, and we can talk about that shortly as well.
Yeah, and imagine you're at home. You have like you have all your photos. You have things that are important to you that like they're worthless to a hacker, right? They're not worthless, but for them as a person, they're worthless. They're just tools to extort you. But if you lose all your photos, I don't know about you, but I would pay $1,000 to get all my data back because I might have things that I can't recover. So they're priceless for me. And that's what they're playing over here. So, yeah. I think we have a question. Could they potentially threaten to upload any photos, etc., to the dark web? Oh, yes, they do. Uh, so I hope you don't have experience like this, or you don't find anyone close to you having experiences like this. But I had a person that was extorted for 4 years for a photo, and then I had another person that had a photo faked with deep fake AI technology, and they put their face on a naked body and wanted to send that photo to their bosses and all their entire work team. Even if the photo was fake, it was still creating so much chaos. So yeah, it is possible, and they will threaten you when they do that. So you should also go to the police if anybody does that. And there's a second question. Does it matter whether you are fully cloud-based or use servers? Even the cloud base is basically a server that you do not manage for yourself. It's basically a group of servers somewhere, and it's actually very smart because it can connect to the other server and so on. It's a big network of servers. That's what the cloud is across the globe. So if server one doesn't work or it's busy, you go to server two and so on and so forth. So if you are on the cloud, they might try to hack through your computer, but to deploy the actual encryption and all the attack in your cloud. So it doesn't really matter if you're one way or the other. There are different steps that they will take depending on the scenario, but it doesn't actually matter.